Slate it, Mac.
Mac Daddy. Hey, how you doing?
Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
You love Kyle Busch now. You are a Kyle Busch lover.
I'm saying-
all of a sudden, you've become a Kyle Busch fan.
It happens to everybody at one point in
Doesn't
time.
happen to everybody.
You just wait. Welcome into the Rowdy Studios. We're talking about Kyle Busch. He was at Pocono earlier today talking about his incident with Richard Childress and what led up to it. Here's one of the things he had to say.
What brought it up, I guess, me giving a congratulatory bump to Joey Coulter is what tipped him over the edge there. I don't recall any time face-to-face conversation where Richard did tell me, if you touch another one of my cars, I'm going to come find you. I don't know if it was ever said in the media, but it was never relayed to me.
Congratulatory bump.
Come on, you see it all the time. He's just
Yeah.
rubbing the guy's truck. What's
Busch,
up?
because Kyle Busch doesn't get the benefit of the doubt.
Well, he said that too.
He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. He's acted like a jackass enough in his career that stuff has become cumulative, and now everybody just assumes his motives are less than noble.
But even if his motives were less than noble, don't we see this all the time? A guy rubbing another guy's truck like that?
But
I mean,
it's
that's not-
cumulative, man.
That doesn't sound good.
It's
a guy rubbing another
You
guy's
can go
truck.
blind doing that. It's cumulative, is it not?
It is, and we know it is. And the other interesting thing he said, though, is that Richard Childress never said to him, hey, don't touch my stuff, Francis. I mean, he never said that to him, according to Kyle. He said, we sat in the holler at Darlington, and Richard Childress didn't say one single word about it. If you touch my truck, I'm going to touch my equipment. I'm coming after you. He never said that to Kyle. So is it possible Richard Childress overreacted here?
Oh, I think clearly Richard Childress overreacted. I don't think anybody is going to argue with that. I think Richard Childress would probably, in a moment of zen, say that he overreacted. But like I said, it's cumulative.
Maybe a sign of maturity would be this. And this is a
Yes.
silly theory, maybe, but think about
Okay.
it this way. When you get old enough, you realize that life isn't fair, and you stop trying to make it fair by always complaining when you're done wrong. And maybe Kyle feels like he's done wrong, but he stopped complaining about it. He's just realized sometimes you got to take it. Maybe there is some cumulative effect that I've had on people, and I'll just try to take the high road. And that's another thing he said in the press conference.
Yeah, he said a lot of things about taking the high road, about always trying to be dignified and classy, which I didn't necessarily buy. Let's actually listen to this quote. This is the quote I picked about how he wants to be Alan Ladd instead of Jack Palance.
The black hat deal, the villain type thing, I'm not sure that I really did a whole lot to bring that back upon myself. I feel like I've acted in the utmost respect to every case that's come up my way and has been thrown in front of me. I've tried to do it with dignity and class, and I feel like that comes from people wearing white hats, not black.
Well, look, he put the white hat on for that promotional event in Charlotte. He said, boy, it feels a lot better to wear the white hat. Then promptly proceeded to go out and get in a couple incidents that made him look bad.
I just found this quote so disingenuous because Kyle Busch has overtly embraced the black hat role and has admitted as much throughout the course of his career. And to try to say, well, I've always tried to be as dignified and as classy as possible, that's just not true, Kyle.
I think he's talking about the last 2 weeks. I think he's talking about, look, I got the speeding penalty, and I said law enforcement did their job. I was in the wrong. I'll just have to learn from this. He didn't make any complaints. Then he gets punched up by Richard Childress. He doesn't fight back. He really didn't take any shots at RC in the media. I mean, he really didn't take any shots at him. All he said is, he never told me he was coming after me. So I think he's trying to take the high road. I really think that's where he's coming from on this.
Yeah, but you can't turn a submarine around on a dime, man. You can't. A submarine could not get around Martinsville Speedway. It takes time to change your
I think
reputation.
it does take time.
The amount of effort and energy he's put into cultivating his bad boy reputation, it's going to take 10 times as long to change that into a nice guy reputation. I'm not even sure if he has it in him. I'm not sure that's who Kyle Busch is.
It may not be, but I think he may be a little bit better of a guy than he's getting credit for right now.
Look, the reason he had to be classy and dignified and take the high road is because he screwed up a couple of times.
Well, he screwed up once. I'm not sure he screwed up at the end of the truck race in Kansas.
No, but if you look at what he did to Kevin Harvick, and then if you look at the speeding penalty,
Well, he wrecked Kevin Harvick.
yeah, and then he
But
got
that happens all the time, too. I mean, Kevin wrecked him at Homestead, right? So,
Okay.
I mean, I think at some point, if you decide you're against Kyle Busch, you're going to look at all the
and
things he
let
does.
me be clear, I am not against
Okay,
Kyle
you hate
Busch.
Kyle Busch.
No, not as much as you love him.
That could be. I'm on everybody's side. You know that. All
Yeah.
right, that's our take on Kyle Busch and what he had to say at Pocono. Join us with yours and give us your thoughts right below.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.